think I'm going to start the next one.
Okay.
All right, welcome back to the Thanksgiving Marathon. Now we are going on to Dragon Tooth Canyon.
Here, there be dragons.
Flies.
Very big dragonflies.
Those are actually true to size from what I've been told.
This is why I would not want to live in the Carboniferous times, because I hate bugs. That right there, that thing in the back, right fucking there. I hate bugs.
I think that's the Arthropluridae.
No, thank you.
And again, that is life size.
If bugs exist outside our abode, fine. You come in here, you die. I don't care what you do.
And speaking of this, I know they've recently, this was conjectured until they actually found...
Skeleton?
No, they actually found the mandibles.
Oh.
For the longest time, they didn't know what their mandibles looked like, but they actually found them fossilized recently.
They do now.
They also found a trilobite that was almost completely intact. They also didn't know what their mouth parts looked like. So I started this zoo back in April or March. And basically been working nonstop since then. Alright, here we are at Dragon Tooth Canyon.
I like that. That's a neat entrance.
I forgot I put that there. I was like, wait a minute, there's a skull there. And here is our Protoceratops.
Protoceratops. This animal is one of the smaller species of ceratopsians, living alongside deadly neighbours like the velociraptor. Oddly enough, this animal lacks a lot of the more complex facial features seen in larger family members, like a certain three-horned celebrity. One famous fossil preserves a Protoceratops and a velociraptor locked in battle. I know that look in your eyes. I don't care if it's in the name of science. Don't put the two species together. We don't need to deal with another ethics violation. Thankfully, this little critter is surprisingly speedy. Compared to its larger cousins, the foot structure and limb proportions of Protoceratops are much better adapted to running. I guess that's important if you're trying to avoid speedy thieves like Velociraptor.
They are very vocal to me.
They're always unhappy. This is definitely the grumpy Gus of the zoo.
They walk and act like they're grumpy.
Gave them plenty of caves back here to sleep in and get out of the sun. Not to mention a little bit of an oasis.
They'd be hiding out under the trees, man.
Yep. All their food is by the trees, and then gave them like a little bit of a moat to kind of dip their toesies in.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they're very unhappy. I don't know why.
Probably another game bug.
So what do you think about the new habitats so far?
I like this one. Desert one's really nice. You don't really have any desert ones at other zoos.
Well,
like
that's what gave me the idea to do the fenceless zoo to begin with. Is like I hadn't really played around with a lot of the biomes, and I really wanted to show off like you know, the how you could build different terrains, how you could make it look natural. You know, the biggest problem I have is like a lot of the big animals is the fencing.
Right. Well, it's not like these guys can really be jumping a rock.
No, they're not climbing out of that.
They're too hefty for them.
Yeah, hefty boys. Another little oasis. Why is that open?
Why is what open? Oh!
Close the damn door, you idiots.
Just leave that wide open for whatever's in there to wander out. Sure.
I don't think this one would be too dangerous.
Oh, are we gonna have another thrilling adventure where we have a T-Rex out and running around chasing people?
Fuck, I hope not. The way I designed the T-Rex pen, it would be very difficult for them to get out. Alright, here is our Coelophysis habitat. These guys are from the Triassic.
We got a nice pen. Nice pool.
Yeah, I am really happy with the way this turned out. It looks like a little desert oasis that you have to kind of crawl into like Indiana Jones.
Coelophysis is without a doubt the most iconic dinosaur of the Triassic period. It was named all the way back in 1889, making the genus well over 100 years old. That's nothing compared to the actual age of the animal, of course. The most recent specimens of Coelophysis are roughly 200 million years old. Just like how many Hollywood icons have left their handprints behind in concrete at the famous Chinese theatre, many fossilized footprints known as grelata have been attributed to Coelophysis. It must have been quite a celebrity back in the day. It's almost certain that it's also the trickiest dinosaur name to say. If you ever have some time on your hands, I recommend listening to the visitors try to sound out its name. Coelophysis never fails to make me smile.
I would not sleep there.
He's sunbathing.
Oh, they are reptiles.
Yeah.
I like how many of them are swimming.
Let's go swimming! Yay! Gonna get in the water.
I really wanted more enrichment stuff. It's really just food enrichment right now, and that's about it. Aww.
He's tired. He's just snoozing. Looks like our ferrets.
I hope he's not dead.
Poke him! Poke him with a stick. Okay, he's alive. Poke him with your mouse.
And again, more little nooks for them to take a siesta in the shade. See, here's one smart one.
Smart baby. Your dinosaurs snore.
Snoring dinosaurs this fall.
That damn door is still wide open.
They won't get out. They're dumb. Yeah, I really can't wait for them to put more stuff in, because sometimes it's hard filling in like negative spaces when you have like a huge zoo like this.
Right.
And there's more shops. The only bathroom. That was a mistake.
Yeah.
Alright, and here are our velociraptors.
Blink and you'll miss it. Here comes the speedy thief, Velociraptor. Many visitors are surprised when they first spot these handsome little devils. They arrive expecting a big, boxy, featherless raptor like in the movies, and are always shocked to see how small, slender and feathery these dinosaurs really are. By far the most popular feature of Velociraptor is its sickle-shaped killing claw. One of our interpreters loves to carry a replica with him to show to the children. It always seems to make a big impression. It's easy to call Velociraptor a cold-blooded killer, but they aren't cold-blooded. As an active predator covered in feathers, Velociraptor is able to regulate its own body temperature, the hallmark ability of warm-blooded animals.
Forgot they jump like that.
So cool. One jumps, another jumps.
A nice big pool for them. Though that was more because when I was building it, they kept jumping over the fence.
Oh, well, that'll keep him occupado. Deep, but it's kind of hard to jump from that depth out. Just a wee bit.
What are you doing?
Dancing on top of his food.
I'm dancing on my meat, man. And right across we have the Psittacosaurus. This may be a little too big for them, but I was on a roll.
Yeah.
I like the waterfalls.
Yeah.
Now this little fella is a Psittacosaurus. Thanks to a number of recent findings, we were able to restore this creature to a high degree of genetic accuracy, right down to the quills and coloration in some of its species. Just looking at its face, you might not realise that this was one of the first ceratopsians. It may lack a frill and forward-projecting horns, but you can still see the resemblance in its strong beak and its cheek horns. Just like other ceratopsians, Psittacosaurus is a herbivore, but its sharp beak and simple jaws are better suited to tough plant material such as nuts or seed. A word of advice though, be wary of that beak. They're a little nippy.
I never took a good look at their coloration on the...
Very interesting look.
I think it gave you 3 options where you could put the Psittacosaurus. It was like the desert coastal maps or the grasslands. So this is like the desert skin, I think. And it's trying to drown itself.
Very much so.
This is another one where we have a pretty good idea of what these animals looked like. Because this is one of the few fossils where they actually found melanosomes on the fossils themselves, so we can actually tell what color their skin was.
Right.
Which I don't remember if it was like this shade of red. I think it was like a it was like black and white with like counter shading.
Okay.
The swimming animation looks pretty good.
Pretty cool.
I mean, because that was something I wanted to fix on this zoo, is I wanted to make it look less institutional, if that makes any sense.
Or environment.
Yeah. I don't know if it was if this is their diet in real life, but in the game they're plants and insectivores too. So they have like these little termite mounds.
Mounds, they can get in there and get you. Don't worry about that.
Mm-hmm. And then their big pile of bugs over here. Where are you running from? Chase you down. Chase you down. Oh, he's hungry. All right, we'll move on, leave them alone. But yeah, I really had fun designing habitats this time.
The waterfall.
Which, as we're filming this, I'm already working on the Christmas or Yule Zoo for next year.
We work a year ahead.
Yeah, some of these actually take about a year to really decorate and do everything.
Because, I mean, the base building's fine. It's the minute details of putting shit in.
All right, here's the Paraceratherium.
Oh, the big ones.
Also from Mongolia.
Paraceratherium may look totally alien at first, but look again. You'll notice the resemblance to its modern relative, the rhinoceros. Ever since the extinction of the northern white rhino, people have wondered whether the same technology that revived Paraceratherium could be used for rhino conservation. Unfortunately, such an effort is wasted without diverse genetic material. Low genetic diversity is not so much of a problem for animals that can't be released, like ours, but a wild population of revived rhinos would suffer from a genetic bottleneck. Although it lacks the large horns of keratin we expect from rhinos, the face of Paraceratherium still shares many features with them. Particularly noteworthy is that triangular upper lip, a prehensile structure that helps them manipulate their food. While a rhinoceros's smile could be considered rather unpleasant, the teeth of Paraceratherium make its smile something to behold. Beneath that long upper lip are two sets of tusks that point at odd angles from each jaw, making them look like they seriously need a visit from the dentist.
And I had more in here, but the
game freaking out.
No, they keep changing values on how many animals you can put in before they start freaking out.
Ooh.
I'm trying to remember. I don't think we have anything quite like this in North America. Or not, you know, like, not giraffe-like.
It's like a rhino meets.
I was about to say a giraffe titan, but that's something else. The brachiosaur you see in Jurassic Park, it looks more like a giraffe titan, from what I've been told, than an actual brachiosaur. And this is the way I came up with to hide the big tall fences.
Oh.
As again, I named it Dragon Tooth Canyon, so why not make it look like a canyon bed?
Yeah, make it look like a canyon. Well, and the big cliffs like that.
Or canyon wall.
Well, and the canyon walls serve as.
Well, the game is weird for the longest time because I put up what are known as null barriers. I mean, they're invisible. The animals can still walk through them, but it's supposed to demarcate an area where the animal can't walk through. But for the longest time, it kept saying, "Is like your animal is not contained." It's like, yes, it is. It cannot get out.
It is very much contained in here.
If this thing suddenly started climbing up the walls like a monkey, then yes, I would be worried. Oh, where are you going, buddy? Where? Hey. Social distancing.
Look at that majestic thing.
I know. They are majestic.
Like a giraffe meets a Mongolian horse meets a rhino. Look over there!
Well, that was something I learned pretty quick, like by reading my paleontology books. Like, just because something looks like something does not mean that they're related.
You know, but
All right, coming up on our Dilophosaurs, just in time.
Dilophosaur.
I've mentioned in other videos when we've done on Prehistoric Kingdom, these guys are actually bigger than they were in Jurassic Park.
Yeah, Jurassic Park, they were like the size of a bowl.
Yeah, the one in Jurassic Park was just like 4.5, 5 feet. They are big. They are not small animals. But don't be scared. I don't spit.
Oh, God! Okay. Hold on. I need to compose myself. Okay.
Yeah.
Dilophosaurus is such a gorgeous creature. With its magnificent double crest and that noticeable notch in its jaw, it's one of the most recognizable predators to ever live. I'll never understand the guests who think it isn't cool enough as it is. Fancy frills and baubles would only take away from such a beautiful but deadly creature. Those graceful notched jaws can pack a powerful bite, but watch out for those arms. Their length and mobility make it all too easy for Dilophosaurus to bring prey straight to its mouth. So if the teeth don't catch up, its arms just might. Some paleontologists think the grasping claws and shape of its jaws made it well suited to hunting fish. Others argue that it was built for more terrestrial prey. In my experience, the distinction between surf and turf doesn't matter. They'll eat anything they can get their hands on.
You're gonna give them a nice little desert creek. Wander around. Oh, they're all hungry. Ooh.
Gimme!
I think I have a male and 2 females in here.
I think he's objecting to you looking at him.
Yeah, I think that is the male. I think the other 2 are females.
Rolling.
Or thirsty. A lot of them don't vocalize that much. That is a lot of poop. But at least they're like cats, you know, they just go into a corner. Let's not look at that. Let's look over here.
Yeah.
let's not look at the big pile of shit.
Or big piles.
Some paleontologists think the grasping claws and shape of its jaws made it well suited to hunting fish. Others argue that it was built for more terrestrial prey. In my experience, the distinction between surf and turf doesn't matter. They'll eat anything they can get their hands on.
Including you. That's a
Including you.
hell of a crest.
Oh, I forgot they reworked the skin details. Ooh, must remember from now on, go super zoom in. Oh yeah, that's right, you're a pretty boy. Or girl.
You're sexy and you know it.
Sexy and I know it. Whoa. So right across from them, I think these are the Torvosaurs. Yeah, Torvosaurus. Another American from the Jurassic. And I'm, except for this part right here, I'm really happy with this habitat. Yeah, it looks like they're coming across on a kind of like a desert scrubland lake.
Ah yes, the Torvosaurus, an apex predator of the Jurassic. Its sleek profile made it a formidable foe for even the biggest of prey items. If you want my advice, it's best observed from a safe distance. In its heyday, Torvosaurus was what zoologists would call a cosmopolitan species. Now I know what you're thinking, and no, that does not mean that this dinosaur enjoys delicious fruity cocktails. Cosmopolitan refers to species with nearly global distribution, just like house mice, ospreys and barn owls today. As it turns out, there were many apex predators in the Jurassic living alongside Torvosaurus. With so many large carnivores in one area competing for the same food, different species must have specialized in different prey.
Letting me zoom in. Also, more poop.
I see no poop.
There, poop is hidden.
Okay.
Oh, he's asleep. Shh.
Sleepy.
Don't wake up the dinosaurs. Oh, no, wait. His eyes are open.
He's just resting.
Oh, that's so cool. You could see the scales. I never noticed that before. Each one of his horns, ossiderms on the back are all a different color.
Oh my, hello.
Do not like being filmed.
I think you disturbed him.
The cameras are supposed to be invisible.
I think he's a little cranky.
And the other two. If that's their wake up animation, I love that. They stand up and scream and then go about their day.
I'm awake!
Yeah, I ought to try that when you get up tomorrow morning. You know, just wake up, stand up, take a big yawn, and scream at the top of your lungs.
I'm not doing that. You could do that if you want. You'll probably get something thrown at you. But, you know.
That's when you're like, what? Good morning. What the hell you do that for?
Shut up. I need coffee first.
This irks me so much.
I got a sandbar.
No, it's a bug where sometimes parts of the lake or sea or whatever will just disappear. Because it's supposed to be a big pool for them to swim in. Oh, there you go.
Well, he's still swimming.
Yeah, all the animals swim now. Even the sauropods, which is I'm kind of shocked by. You'd think they're so big that all they would do was wade.
Well, you'd have to create a pool deep enough for them to have to swim.
don't remember if I did that or
That's
not.
a pretty goddamn deep pool.
Well, I didn't want them getting out. I'm kind of interested if in the future, you know, you have to worry about keeper safety, for lack of a better word.
Relatable.
Stop off, get some tea and coffee, and then go to the bathroom.
Bathroom first, then tea and coffee.
Oh, this is one of the new prefabs. That looks kind of cool. Would you call that Moroccan inspired? The tile and everything?
Moroccan, Turkish, Moorish. He screams Turkish.
Turkish delight. All right, now here's the Camarasaurus grandis, also from the US. Again, I like how this turned out.
Big. Nice waterfall, too.
Our first sauropod. And I thought he was going to go eat something. He's just going to take a nap. Oh, second sauropod. We had Gertie. Not going to forget Gertie.
Oh, don't forget Gertie.
There it is! Camarasaurus, the star of the Morrison Formation. Fossils of Camarasaurus are some of the most common remains found in the Morrison. Luckily for us, that means we have a wealth of information to work with, including what it ate and even how it laid its eggs. One of the reasons this animal is so common in the fossil record is the sturdiness of its blunt skull. Looking at it more closely, I can sort of see how that could be the case. Wouldn't you agree? Don't let its peculiar mouth scare you. The long chisel-like teeth may look like a carnivore's, but they are actually much better adapted to rip coarse leaves from tree branches. Although to be fair, we haven't really put the theory to the test.
Yeah, some of the sauropods were really testy about like how many you can put in their enclosure. This was one of the first ones. I originally had like 10 in here, and the update came out and they were very unhappy. Oh wow, you can see kind of like the folds in the skin.
Yeah.
It's supposed to automatically go to the cinematic. Oh, well, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Well, no, I keep forgetting. It's like I'm gonna do that part in another session. So you're not sitting here for 4 hours.
No, if I'm sitting here for 4 hours going, I will be.
Threat display, yawning, or bored. you be the judge.
Yawning.
Oh, what the hell? I love putting in these waterfalls, but sometimes if you like back the camera up far enough, yeah, they just disappear.
Oh gosh, they do disappear.
What's that? That's to save on memory, I'm guessing. But still, it kind of takes you out of the moment when it just kind of appears. All right, one more in the arid pack. Yeah, it's another big carnivore. Which again, Big rock walls. They can't get out.
Very important.
Did I put up the info board? I did. All right, here's a Tarbosaurus from Mongolia.
Oh my, look at the owl.
The apex predator of the Nemegt Formation, Tarbosaurus batar. Fossils of this massive predator dominate dig sites in the Nemegt, and no one is really sure why. It doesn't make sense that there'd be more Tarbosaurus prowling around than herbivores to feast on. Regardless, the wealth of fossil material we found of this dinosaur have made it possible to add it to our park.
I really like how this one turned out.
I almost need a deeper pool.
It was a space issue by that time. They really needed more area to stretch their legs. They didn't really need a lot of water.
Oh, okay.
Are you about to... Okay, please don't clip through.
Oh.
Oh, here's a little bit of a deeper pool. I think that's the male. Something else I'm gonna have to look up. I think they're in a Abeliasaur. Because all Abeliasaurs have the vestigial arms.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that's because they're all theropods, all big carnivore dinosaurs like this are all theropods, but I don't think that's a feature of all theropods where the arms are just like tiny and useless.
Tiny.
I'm not saying you're useless. I'm saying your arms are useless. Oh, so what do you think of this one?
I like it. I like the Dragon Tooth Canyon one. It's really nice.
And a little bit behind the scenes, here's the feeding station for Dragon Tooth Canyon.
Which in reality, of course, would be tons bigger, but it's a good representation of what a possible.
Yeah, and here's from the air.
Way up there.
Yeah, so all the food and all the logistics are right here, but they can access every single enclosure on the interior from here.
Right.
I like how it turned out.
Yeah, I think it turned out great.
All right, and that's it from Dragon Tooth Canyon. We're going to move on to the sauropod savanna next. So stay tuned. Thanksgiving Marathon continues.
See you on the next one.
Must run faster. Must run faster. Go, 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 go.